Welcome back. Yesterday, it was announced another 6.6 million Americans filed for unemployment yesterday during this coronavirus pandemic. And a lot of people are concerned about what the future of our economy looks like, not just here locally, but across the world. And joining us this morning is Dave Anderson. He is a financial partner and managing partner and financial advisor at Moneywise. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. Dave, how's it going?
It's going well. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about what we saw yesterday. They say that nearly 17 million people have filed for unemployment just within the last 3 weeks. That is a staggering number just alone. What does this mean for us as we continue to deal with the economic impacts of this virus?
Well, it means that there's more pain ahead. You know, you mentioned this 16 million jobs that have been lost over just the past 3 weeks. Let me put that in perspective for you. So if we go back to February of 2010 and go all the way to February of 2020, during that time, you know, the greatest expansion ever, the longest expansion ever, we created 24 million jobs. We've lost 16 million in 3 weeks. So it gives you an idea on how severe the economic slowdown has been.
What would you say the state of our economy is? Is it good or bad?
Well, I think we're in a recession.
You think we are in a recession?
Recessions, you don't know you're in them until after, because you have to see at least 6 months of contraction, and we're not there yet. But I think most economists are already saying, hey, we're in a recession. So I don't think next week it's going to look any better when we get the unemployment numbers. We're going to see even more people have applied for unemployment. So we're in for a time that there's going to be some economic pain, absolutely.
Okay, I hate to use this word, but are we going to be in a depression?
You know, this is what the Fed is really fighting. The Fed is not implementing all of this stimulus to keep us from a recession. It's to keep us from going into a depression. Now, I think what has been done so far has helped. Certainly, it's certainly helped the stock market. We'll see if they'll be able to implement all this stuff. We'll see when people actually start getting their stimulus checks, how it impacts the economy. But I'm hopeful that we will be able to right the ship.
Okay, there's going to be two groups of people here. You know, everyone that meets the threshold for to get a stimulus check. Regardless if you're unemployed or if you are employed, you're going to get that money if you meet that threshold. What is your advice to people on both sides of the spectrum, for people who are unemployed and are relying on that money, and people who may still be getting a paycheck, may still be working, but they're still going to get that check? What is your advice for both of those groups?
Yeah, so for the people that are unemployed, I would say, you know, you're going to want to start filling out applications, whether that's for unemployment. If you didn't do your taxes, make sure you've done your taxes so you can receive your stimulus check. And during this time, because the system is just overwhelmed with people applying, just tell yourself it's going to take a little while. Your job now is accessing benefits. So learn all you can and do all you can there. Now, if you still have a job, you're going to want to be preparing for, one, cash. Make sure you have cash on hand. And when I say cash on hand, I don't necessarily mean that cash in your house. It can be in the bank.
Right.
But the reason you want to have that is if something is disrupted with your job, you want to be able to access some of that money. Now, for both of these groups, if you have money invested in the stock market and you're not going to need it for a while, I wouldn't really worry about it. If you feel like, you know what, I might have to access this money because I've lost my job, at that point, you might want to trim back some risk substantially.
Do you think that more people could lose their job as we progress over the next several weeks? Do you think that, you know, they say about 10% of the labor force is out of a job right now, which is, that is a huge number. Do you think we're going to continue to see that go upward?
Yeah, I think we will, especially because a lot of these programs in the CARES Act, like the PPP loan, for example, well, banks are just being overwhelmed with applications. So if we could get that money into the system and businesses could get this money to keep people on payroll, I think things could get better. But we're not yet seeing the implementation of these programs because they're just so overwhelmed with the sheer number of businesses and people that need to access these funds. So I think time will tell.
Well, and really quick, we should just note that the stock market is in the, things are looking pretty good as of yesterday. We're starting to see the best week since 1974, so we'll keep an eye on that for sure. So, Dave Anderson, thanks so much for joining us this morning on Sunrise, and we do appreciate it, and we'll have you come back on to talk about the latest on this, because it seems like it's changing day by day. So thanks again for coming in.
Absolutely. Thanks, Alex.